Welcome to Elselah Books Podcast. Okay, so I want you to just imagine something for a second. Imagine being born a millionaire with the entire world at your feet. Now, imagine giving it all away. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary story of William Borden, a man whose life really makes you stop and question what success actually means.
So this really brings us to the core question of his whole story, doesn't it? What is the true meaning of a millionaire's life? Is it all about piling up more and more wealth? Or could it be about giving it all away for something you truly believe in? Well, Borden's life offers a pretty powerful answer.
All right, so let's set the scene. Our story kicks off way back in 1887 with William Whiting Borden. And when I say he was from a comfortable family, I mean he was an heir to a massive fortune from Chicago's silver mining industry. From the moment he was born, literally every door was open to him. So he graduates high school when he's just 16, super young, right? And as a gift, his parents give him a trip around the world. But this wasn't just some tourist vacation. As he traveled through Asia and the Middle East, he was faced with a level of human suffering he just couldn't have imagined. And that experience, it just lit a fire in him. It was actually during that trip that he heard an evangelist named R.A. Torrey speak. And suddenly, everything just clicked into place. His purpose became totally clear. He was going to be a missionary. And to seal the deal, he turned to the back of his Bible and wrote two simple words that would define his entire future. No reserves. Just think about that for a second. This was his first declaration. It meant he was holding nothing back for himself. Not his wealth, not his future, not his own wants and desires. He was completely 100% all in on this new path. And this commitment really started to take root when he got to Yale. Borden didn't just arrive on campus as another student. He was a natural, charismatic leader, totally ready to put his new purpose into action. And he was anything but one-dimensional. You know? While he was great at athletics, became a skilled wrestler and president of the Athletic Association, his real passion was somewhere else. He used his own money, not for fancy things, but to fund a rescue mission for the homeless. He even ended up founding the Yale Hope Mission himself. Okay, now check this out. This number, 1,000, is pretty incredible. Borden started a small prayer group with just a friend. By the time he was a senior, his quiet, consistent leadership had grown that little movement to include 1,000 of Yale's 1,300 students. He was literally changing the spiritual landscape of the entire campus. So after graduating from Yale and then from Princeton Theological Seminary, Borden found himself at a huge crossroads. The world was his for the taking, with the kind of opportunities most of us can only dream about. He was getting flooded with these high-paying job offers, directorships at major companies. He turned every single one of them down. His goal was crystal clear. He was going to be a missionary to the Muslim communities in northwest China. And while a lot of people called him a fool for throwing his life away, he just went back to his Bible and added two more words. No returns. That was it. There was no going back. No returning to that life of comfort and wealth that was practically gift-wrapped for him. He had chosen his path, and the decision was final.
So, with his path set, his journey began. To get ready for his work in China, he first went to Egypt. The plan was to immerse himself in studying Arabic so he could better connect with the people he wanted to serve.
But just a few months into his studies in Egypt, tragedy struck. Borden contracted spinal meningitis, and within weeks, at just 25 years old, he was gone. His mission had ended before it could even truly begin. The news of his death absolutely shocked the nation. Newspapers all across America ran the story of the millionaire who gave it all up, only to die before even reaching his goal. The question on everyone's mind was it all just a waste? But after he died, his family found one final entry in his Bible, probably written while he was sick. Two final words that completed his life's philosophy. No regrets. Even in the face of death, his conviction never, ever wavered. And his impact? It was far from over. Borden had willed his entire fortune, around $800,000, which is the equivalent of over $25 million today, to the very cause he had dedicated his life to, funding missions all around the world. And this is where you really see the ripple effect of his short life. His inheritance established the Borden Memorial Hospital in the exact region of China he had hoped to serve.
His story wasn't one of waste. It became this powerful inspiration, motivating a whole new generation of people to follow in his footsteps.
This inscription on his gravestone in Cairo just perfectly captures the essence of his choices. It reads, "Apart from faith in Christ, there is no explanation for such a life." It speaks to a motivation that went so far beyond wealth, logic, and self-preservation.
William Borden's story leaves us with a final, really thought-provoking question. He never made it to his mission field, and his life was cut short at just 25. Yet, his impact has echoed for over a century. It makes you wonder, how does a short life create an eternal legacy? Thank you for listening, and do subscribe to our channel for more. Try to get this book and read it. Be blessed.